Samir writes in, asking about World of Warcraft. He says, I've been eyeing World of Warcraft for a long time.
Like a decade.
The starter pack has dropped to $20, which is a fairly reasonable price. So is it too late for me to join now, since practically everyone is abandoning ship? Or is there still hope to play with people?
Yeah, it's too late. Don't bother.
Really? I'm not briefed on the numbers. What he mentioned some.
They announced this week, in the last quarter, they lost another 800,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's not too late for that reason, because there's still more people playing that than any game that is perceived as
still
being...
over 6 million people
6.8
paying
million.
every month.
Yep.
At least paying,
Okay.
even if they're not playing.
For reference, a few years ago, they had 13 million people playing that game.
Yeah.
It's still so much bigger than, Guild Wars or Final Fantasy 14 or ESO or whatever MMO you consider kind of up and coming. So if your concern is having people to play with, don't worry about that at all. But
if you're just starting, don't you need other people who are just starting to play with?
Yeah, but
Aren't they gonna be
That'll always be, right? There'll always be
there's
people.
more people on WoW servers than any other MMO.
Yeah.
I would still say don't bother, just because. And this is coming from someone. None of you have played WoW, right? Like, I played that game religiously for years, but it just feels old now because it is old. Like, new MMOs have better ideas. They look better. They've sort of figured out things about the genre and iterated on it in a way that WoW is just on technology that's well over 10 years old, because the game itself was in the works for like 5 years before it came out.
That's what I was going to suggest. Like, if you're itching to play an MMO, why not check out Elder Scrolls Online or
Guild Wars 2 is a great one to start with. They
DC Universe Online.
They have more action-oriented combat. They've sort of figured out the exception. The counterpoint is that for pure breadth of content, WoW is the biggest MMO.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, I've only casually dabbled in playing WoW a little bit. I had friends that were crazy into it.
Yeah.
So I sort of over the shoulder would go hang out at their houses and watch. And they're like, we're on a big raid. I'll be there in 10 minutes. And then 4 hours later, we're done. And I really like the art style. That's something that's always stuck with me. But the reason I don't play it is because I see exactly where the hooks would grab me, and where I would not let go for a while. But there's 10, 15 years worth of stuff to do in that game.
Yeah, I guess I would want to revise my straight up no. I mean, I will say that newer MMOs, I think, have solved a lot of the problems that WoW, just because it's old, will have a problem solving. But I have a lot of good memories in that world and running around in that world and sort of going on those quests. And there's so much, if you subscribe, you're going to get more pure content than you would in a newer game, for sure.
Yeah, it's weird to think that it's one of the most popular games in the world still, but it's had such a huge drop off in numbers.
Yeah. I mean, it's lost half of its player base.
Half of its player base. Most people would kill to have 7 million people playing.
All of them would. Every single MMO that's not WoW.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing, right? When WoW started, it was the MMO, and now there's dozens and dozens and dozens.
How's WildStar doing?
I was just going to ask that. Yeah.
Damn, we're all synced up in this neural network.
It launched, right?
Yeah.
It launched? It launched, but then I just never heard anything.
It launched, and I tried to download it, but it didn't run well on my computer at all, so I couldn't really check it out too much. It wasn't optimized. I still I have a soft spot for Lord of the Rings Online. That's my favorite MMO. That's my DC universe.
Isn't it crazy that there's actually a World of Warcraft movie coming?
Yeah.
So long after the game came out.
From Duncan Jones.
I know. I'm just it's actually looking like it might be pretty good. It's just the timing is weird, right?
It is weird, especially with this news, because it's sort of man, you had so many. Put out the movie when you had 13 million subscribers,
Oh, maybe it works in reverse, though.
Yeah.
The movie comes out and it's cool, and people are like, oh, maybe I'll check out that game.
Well, I also think that people that are deep into WoW, no matter how good that movie is, they're probably going to be mad.
Yeah.
It's just going to change things and be different, and
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, that's okay, right? I mean, there's
yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy's out, and it's making millions of dollars. And
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
it jumped wildly from the source material. And
if you treat the source material with respect, like Lord of the Rings movies, for example.
Or even Game of Thrones changes stuff, but it's very respectful of the source material.
Yep.